Welcome back. The program is still Good Morning Abuja. And now in the studio with me is Mr. Yunusa Yusuf. He is the SSA Community Development here in Amak, and we'll be looking at youth and social development. You're welcome to the studio, sir.
Yeah, thank you. It's my pleasure.
And it's good to have you here with us. So I would like to ask you this question. What does the role of the peer relationship play in social development?
Okay, the role of PR development, it means that the people are being carried along.
Mm-hmm.
It means that the people are aware about government policies and programs. It goes a long way to sensitize the youths.
Okay.
It has a very major role to play when it comes to development.
Okay.
There is no society that can develop without PR.
Okay.
Because the people must be informed, the people must be aware, the people must know, they must be knowledgeable for them to accept government and governance policies.
So, okay, that's a PR.
Yes.
So when what I'm talking about is, peer, your peer group.
Oh, I see. I didn't get that. See, when you say PR, I think public enlightenment. Okay, to our peers, the role of development to our peers, like the youth, the constituency where I belong, the youths, we are the future of the nation. Although some people have criticized it, when somebody graduated and then he spent some years without getting a job, he said he was told those days that we're the future of the generation, and yet he's still getting old without getting something to do. The role of development in our peers is the fact that we need to grow because we have the energy. When we have the energy and we have not been given the opportunities, we will not be able to give our own back to the society. The strength is there, but it's not being used for the purpose at which God has given it to us. The sound knowledge is there, but it's not put to use because there is no development. Okay. And then if at all the technological know-how is also there and there are no opportunities, you can imagine how underdeveloped a society will be if there is not all those things I've mentioned to you.
So, but do you believe that your friends can affect you in development?
Yes. There are about 2 to 3 ways that a young man or a youth like me can be affected. Okay. 1 is the environment. 2, your clique of friends.
Yes.
3, your mindset. When it comes to environment, it depends on where you find yourself. In most of the cases, it's not the fault of a young child, a young growing child. It's the fault of the parents. Okay. Where you raised your child matters a lot. And how you keep an eye. How you can find yourself in an environment like Ajagule. If you go to any place, any local government or any city, you see them call a particular area, they call it Ajagule, you understand that is a rugged area. So if your parents found themselves in that kind of environment, it is courtesy demand that they put an eye on their children so they don't turn out to be what they will not be helpful and impactful to the society. Okay.
So how can the school promote social and emotional learning in our youths?
Well, when it comes to social and emotional learning, the school have a very big role to do. Because nowadays, and before now, we used to have guidance and counseling
in schools.
Yeah. If you look at today, I think that is no more.
It's still there.
I maybe they are not doing their job because I have a program that took me around secondary schools in the FCT, and then.
And you were not able to find.
Yes, find it difficult for people to even get mentorship, because that was actually what promoted me to go there. That was what urged me to go to schools. When I go there, I realized that some of the the children or the students in JSS3 going to XS1 who are at the verge of taking decision what to become and what to become not. Those days in our days, yes, those days in our days, you see the office of the guidance and counseling very busy. All the person is doing is to be interacting with one student or the other, giving them a guide. If you want to become engineer, if you want to become a doctor, you want to become a lawyer, who is your mentor? Who do you cherish most? What do you like? Some of them will say, I want to be a journalist. I like to see so person on TV. You know, all those things are driven by their passion. So you must encourage that in us. If that is revived, sincerely, it has a great a great to do in our emotional and educational system.
So looking at we made mention of school right now and how the guidance and counselors should help.
Yes.
So what do you think about technology, the effect of it and social media in a child's development?
Yes. Technology have the advantage and the disadvantage.
Yes.
In the sense that when if the system, I mean the government now, do not embrace technology and take responsibility by itself and allow it thrown into the market for the youth to learn the negative part of it, it becomes dangerous. But if the government,
I need to get you on that.
yes, if the government do not take charge and ensure that they are the one who are responsible for disseminating this knowledge to the youths for good, and allow the youths to acquire this knowledge from the other side of it, the negative side of it, it becomes very dangerous. Like, for instance, spreading of fake news. Let's assume, for instance, a child who is secondary school or in the university, and then the ICT is a compulsory course for everybody. The enabling laws to ensure that they are knowledgeable to know that false information is a crime, a crime, and then you can be charged for so number of years if you have found one thing, or hacking into somebody's privacy, or even posting somebody picture without his permission, or spreading all kind of this and that, or found out, these are the kind of restrictions that the youth needs to know. The government should be able to say, okay, this must be managed, this must be controlled. Okay, but if you want to make money through the digital economy, if you want to make money through the digital economy, this is how you go about it. You can promote the business ideas on Facebook and you get paid. You can be a designer, a graphic designer, you get paid. You can do also kind of, forex trading, exchange.
Which I'm sure a lot of the youths are into that.
Yes, including myself. I do forex trading. I do it for good, and I don't have to commit any crime.
As the SSA for community development, and then you are standing in for the youths. So how can you play the role of a mentor to these kids? What role can you play?
Well, I think over time now, I have been in the field even before my appointment by Honorable Christopher Zakamakelangu, the executive chairman of AMAC. We have to, at some point, engage them, sometimes one-on-one, through town hall meetings. I have hosted town hall meetings, palace meetings. We must look for a way as a government to almost call them for orientation programs,
okay.
talk to them, yes, and then sometimes I told them, okay, you can see the kind of life I live, what I wear. I can make comparison with my cars. I can make comparison with my clothes. And I tell them, look, it's all about hard work. It's all about hard work. You encourage them both on your social media. For anybody who wants a changed generation, you should be mindful of what you post, what you do for them to see, how you live a life whenever they are around. So that can go a long way in changing their narrative. Because one thing will lead to another. They would have seen the way somebody is living. Yes. Let's assume, for instance, if I am a youth mentor now, and then one young person see me smoking Indian hen and all that, and then the person can be misled, maybe because of the love and passion he has for me, perhaps unknown to the person, that I'm doing the wrong thing. So these are part of the things that one needs to do to see how he can change a generation.
Thank you so much, Yusuf, for coming on the program.
Thank you.
And I hope the youth would emulate people like you.
Thank you.
Because you're starting young. And we're sure to see you somewhere bigger.
Thank you so much. By the grace of God.
We've been speaking to Yunusa Yusuf. He is the SSA Community Development AMAC. And we've been discussing, youth and social development here in the FCT. And I'm sure with the right guidance, our children will do better. We're going to shut back and we'll be right back.